Hello, everybody. It's Monday, 14th of December. Welcome to the class on Zoom. We're going to start with the massage of the jaw, and you're going to use your two hands, splitting the two middle fingers so you make a space for your ears. And I just mentioned that this is kind of the sign that Spock made in the Star Trek series for Live Long and Prosper. So you want to bring each hand two fingers behind the ear, two fingers in front on either side of the head, okay? So your hand should touch your jaw, about to the center of the jaw on either side. And I want you just to make circles. So there's a whole structure of muscles in the front and behind those ears that affect the jaw and that are around the jaw. So just make some gentle circles. This should feel very nice. If you'd like, you can close your eyes and take deep breaths as you make these circles. You can move the ears, moving the cartilage as well. Keep your jaw relaxed. And we've done about 10, so now let's change the direction. Go in the opposite direction. Deep, slow breathing. And see if you can intuitively make the circles have a really nice effect on the muscles of the jaw and even on the sides of the neck and especially at the backs of the ears. Good. One more big circle, and we've done about 10 in the opposite direction now. And you can bring your hands down. Now I want you to make a circle with your jaw. So you allow the jaw to open and then bring it to the right, up as if you're closing the teeth together, out to the left. Just make a gentle circle. And some people might feel cracking. That's fine, but it's important not to go too far or into any pain. Change the direction now. In the opposite direction. That's it. And relax the jaw and relax the mouth. And we're going to practice the lion, which is an exercise where you breathe out, you make a sound, and you stick your tongue out as far as possible. Now, don't worry, I've pinned my video, so the only thing being recorded is me. No one will see you on the YouTube video, okay? So I'll demonstrate first. I'll take a deep breath in through my nose. And here I go, sticking out my tongue. As far as possible. See if you can get your tongue almost touching your chin. And I'm just double checking to make sure everybody's muted so that we only hear me. Okay, good. Ready? Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and breathe out. Stick your tongue in as far as possible. And then relax, breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Open your mouth, stick your tongue out. One more time, deep breath in and stick your tongue out. Good, relax now the jaw, relax the mouth, close your eyes. Just take 3 deep breaths here. And as you breathe in and out, see if you can get the breath all the way to the lower ribs. That's where the diaphragm is, and that's the widest part of the lungs. So one more deep breath into that deep part of the lungs. And breathe out. Good. Bring your hands together, interlace your fingers, and push the palms skyward, lengthening out the back. Take another deep breath in. Breathe out, lean to your right. Breathing in, rise back up. Breathe out and lean to your left. Breathing in, rising back up. Let's go out to the right again. Breathing in, come back to center. Breathing out, let's go to the left. Good. Coming back to center, one more time each side. Go to the right, back to center, and to the left. Very nice, everyone. Back to center, palms together, thumbs into the upper back. Lift through the chest. Gently press your head against your forearms and your hands. lifting the chin, and you'll feel an opening in the shoulders, a tightening up of the upper back, lengthening of the throat. Take another deep breath in, stretch your arms straight, and bring your hands down in front of your heart center. Good. Everyone roll over your ankles and come up onto all fours onto the mat. So hands should be under your shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Fingers spread wide and a gentle dialing out. Remember, I spoke about this last week. The turning of the arms should go all the way up into the shoulder and all the way to the upper back, okay? So that's where the dialing out takes us. Take a deep breath in and curl the spine, look skyward. Breathing out, let's round, look to the belly button. So we start with the classic cat and cow. One more deep breath in, curling, looking skyward, and then breathe out, looking towards the belly button. Come back to a flat back. I want you to bring your knees together and stretch your right leg out to the side. Place the foot down so that the toes are down and the sole of the foot is down, okay? From the side, if you're not sure, you don't see, it should be out to the side, sole of the foot, all toes down, okay? We're gonna take a deep breath in and raise the right arm, stretch open, look to the sky. And as you breathe out, weave the right arm under the body and you turn your head to look to the left. And again, let's breathe in, raise the right arm, breathe out, weaving the right arm under the body, turn your head, look to the left. One more time, let's breathe in and raise the right arm, stretching, breathing out, weave, and stay there with the arm stretched out. The shoulder approaches the floor. If you can get it down, great. If not, it's not a big deal. Now raise your left arm as high as possible and wrap it around your low back. Staying here, take a couple of deep, slow breaths. Bring the left arm back, coming back up onto your hands. Keep that right leg out to the side. And I want you to turn the foot so it points out to the right. Now you're going to slide the foot in just a little bit. And we're going to start bending the right knee. And you're going to lean over to the right. And then you'll come back. So bending the right knee, you're just going to lean over. And from the side, it's kind of an open lunge. Coming back. And again, lean over, just gently moving and mobilizing. Mobilizing the knees, the hips. It's getting into the low back a little bit. One more time. Go on over there. And coming back. Reset your knee onto the floor. Good. Let's get back into some cat and cow. So you breathe in and curl your spine, look skyward. Breathe out and round, look to the belly button. And again, let's breathe in, curling. Breathing out, rounding. Once more, let's breathe in and curl. Breathing out and round. Come back to a flat back, and we'll do the other side now. The left leg will stretch out, foot is down, toes are down. And we'll take the left arm, open up, breathing in, stretch to the sky. Breathing out, weave it under the body, bringing the head down close to the floor. And again, breathing in, let's rise up. Breathing out, weaving, the arm goes under the body. One more time, let's breathe in, raise the arm, and breathe out, weave that left arm underneath the body, and hold it here. If you can get the shoulder down, great. See if you can get the head down. Raise the right arm and bring it around the back and hold. Good. So we're mobilizing in the shoulders right now, down the back, into the low back as well. Well done, everyone. Bring your hand down to the floor, coming back up onto your hands and your right knee. You're going to turn your left foot out diagonally towards the front edge of where you're facing. And then you'll bend the left knee and sink into it, kind of like a lunge, and then come back. And you'll sink in, just mobilize. Of course, never going into any pain. You're just mobilizing into the joints, especially the hip and the knees. Let's do that 2 more times, sinking in, coming back. 1 more time, bending the knee, sink in, and come back. Good job. Bring the knee back down. Open your knees now as wide as the mat. And let's sink down into our child's pose. Forehead can come down, hips are down, knees are wide. A few deep breaths here. And for a lot of people, just getting into child's pose, you can already feel a deep stretch into the low back and into the hips. If there's any knee pain, you can lift up off the heels a little bit. Okay, from here, let's stretch our hands as far as possible out in front of us. Lift up onto the hands and knees, and let's take downward facing dog. Feet are hip width, hands are shoulder width. The hands are gently dialing out. And let's pedal the feet, so you really get into some mobilization, some movement. Movement in yoga is really what helps us to stay strong and to protect the joints. Now straightening both legs, let's take a deep breath in and move into plank position. Still dialing those hands out. You should feel that all the way up to the upper back and push back to downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Breathing in to a plank position. Head is lifted in plank, please, to avoid that forward head. And push back to down dog. 1 more time. Let's move into the plank position. Lower your knees down and lower the chest down between the hands. Pointing your toes, lengthen your legs out behind you. Squeeze through the shoulder blades. And let's rise up to a little cobra. Coming back down, we'll do 3 of them. Get a little bit higher the second time. Coming back down. Here's the last one. You can come up a little higher. And back down again. Push up onto the knees. Tucking your toes. Let's take downward facing dog. Step your feet forward a little bit to get into crouching cat. Feet are hip width, hands shoulder width. Tilt your hips up so you get that curve in the low back. You're looking forward and your shoulders come forward a little bit closer to the hands. Now we're going to bounce here, up and down. Turn your heels now to the left and bounce up and down. Come back to center. Bounce in the center again. And then heels go to the right and we bounce. Come back to center and begin stepping your feet forward till you reach the front edge of your mat. You're folding forward, knees soft. Grab your elbows and begin swaying from side to side. Now we're going to let our arms drop to the floor. Roll the shoulders right and left. Turn your head from right to left. And just here, I'd like you to bring your hands onto your trapezius muscles. So the muscles between the neck and the shoulders. Get your hands there and begin squeezing. Squeeze those muscles just to get rid of any tension that might be housed there. And the wonderful thing about self-massage is you know exactly how much pressure to give. You can give more or less, and you know where to squeeze. So give yourself that gift. And maybe now go to the neck and give it a couple squeezes, releasing any tension there. And then let your hands come to your hips. Elbows point to the sky. Squeeze your shoulder blades, bend your knees. Lift your chin first, chest follows. You work through a chair position until you can come all the way to a standing position. Once you're standing, feet dialing out. Legs straight without hyperextending the knees. Keep them straight. Dial the feet out so that you get that contraction, that turning and rotation all the way to the low back. Lift your chest, lift your head, and let's bring our hands to our heart center. Just here, close your eyes for a moment. And come into the sensation in your hands. The heat, the sensitivity of your hands. And just the strength and power that you have in your hands. Opening your eyes, let's take a deep breath in and stretch the arms skyward. Breathe out and bend at your knees first. Let yourself fold forward and the hands come to the floor. Come to a halfway lift. Now remember, your halfway lift has the knees soft. Hands are either on the floor, ankles, they can also be on the thighs, just above the knees. Step back to your plank position. In your plank position, your head is lifted, everything strong, belly in. Lower your knees down and maybe you want to do a push-up. You can go for it if you wish. If not, meet us at the floor, point your toes, lengthen everything out, rise to a Cobra position. Bring your chest back down and push back to downward facing dog. Take 3 deep, slow breaths here. In and out. And again, breathing in, deep and slow, and out. That's it, very nice. Another deep breath in and out. Look to your hands, step or jump forward. Good. Halfway lift, breathing in. Breathe out, fold yourself forward. Hands to your hips, elbows up to the sky. Bend your knees down nice and low as you rise to a standing position. Good job, nice. Hands to your heart center. Good, Anna. Take a deep breath in and rise up. Excellent, Joanne. Rise and then fold forward, breathing out. Good, Diana. Halfway lift, breathing in. Step back to your plank position. Excellent, Gitel. Now, everyone, please remember dialing the hands out. You don't have to do a push-up if you don't want to. Move down to the floor. You could do a push-up or not. All the way down, point your toes, rising up to Cobra. Lift and open the chest in Cobra. Beautiful. Chest comes back down to the floor before pushing back to downward facing dog. Excellent. Deep breaths here. In and out. So the more you move, the better you feel. The more you mobilize your joints, the more nutrition they get, and they become hydrated. Motion is lotion for your joints. So let's move again. Look to your hands, step or jump forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Good, breathe out, fold forward. Hands to your hips, elbows up, and let's take a chair position, everyone. Stay in the chair. Raise the arms up, taking a deep breath in. Breathe out, bring your elbows out to the side so you come into a cactus. Breathe in, raise the arms up, reaching. Breathe out, come to a cactus. And again, breathe in, reaching, raise the arms, stretch long, and then into cactus. Hands to your heart center, and I want you to twist to your right, left elbow over the right thigh. Hips are down. Check that your knees are bent at the same level. Turn the head to look skyward. And let's rise back up into chair, arms in cactus. Hips stay back and you're still in chair. Hands to your heart center. Twist to your left now. Right elbow over the left thigh. Turn to look over your left shoulder. Knees are bent at the same level. Rise back up to the chair, arms in cactus. Take another deep breath in. Hands to your heart center. Let's fold forward. Come to a halfway lift, breathing in. Step back to a plank position, everyone. Nice, strong plank. One push-up if you wish, or two, or three. I see Philip is with us. Come up into Cobra if you wish, and downward facing dog. All right. From here, take your right leg, and let's get into a warrior two position. Help yourself up if you need to for your low back. If not, you just circle the arm and rise to warrior two. Right knee bends, dial your right foot out. Left leg straight, but dial your left foot out as well. Clasp your hands together behind you. Stretch the arms as straight as possible. Let's lean back, opening the chest, open the throat, squeeze the shoulder blades. Now let's fold forward. Right shoulder to the right knee, arms up. Now you'll rise back up to a warrior two. Turn the right palm up, reverse. And move back down again to a plank position. From here, a push-up, maybe, if you wish, or all the way down, coming up into Cobra, and downward facing dog. Pedaling your feet. All right, let's take our left leg between the hands and take warrior two. Getting ready. Good. Dialing the left foot out, left knee dials out. Right foot dials out, right leg rotates as well. Clasp your hands together. Stretch your arms straight behind you. Lift and open the chest, look skyward. And then fold, left shoulder to the left knee. Arms go up. Rise back up to the warrior two. We'll reverse. And move back down again to a plank position. Stay with it, everyone. Stay strong. A push-up if you wish. All the way down, and let's rise to Cobra and downward facing dog. Good job. Step your feet forward a little bit and get into crouching cat. Tilt the hips up, and we'll bounce here. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Now, turn your heels to the left, okay? Heels go to the left and you'll bounce. Then from here, I want you to see if you can bring your right hand to your right ear. The elbow stays in front of the face and just twist and look to the side. Elbow is just in front of the face. I can still see it. My right hand to my right ear. I'm going to bounce again here. 3, 2, 1. Bring the hand back down. Come back to crouching cat. The heels will go to our right now. Bounce a little bit. And raise your left hand to your left ear. Elbow in front of the face. I'll turn so that my left shoulder is pointing skyward. And I'll bounce again. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, crouching cat. Whew. Look to the hands, step or jump forward. Halfway lift, breathing in. Breathe out, fold forward. Okay, rise up to a chair position. All right, hips are back, belly in. Clasp your hands behind you now. Stretch your arms straight. You're in a chair. Raise your right foot up, balance. Set your gaze at one point, arms behind you. Stretch the right leg straight in front of you. And we'll bend the knee. And now we'll send it behind us into an airplane. Keep the arms behind you. Stretch the leg as straight as possible behind you. Standing leg can be slightly bent. Coming back up to the chair. Set the foot down. Whew. Left knee comes up. Set your gaze out in front of you. Keep the arms behind. Stretch the leg straight. Keep your intention, keep balance. Bend the knee. Send the leg behind you. Stretch that left leg as straight as possible. Raise the arms off the backside. Back to the chair. Ay, ay, ay. Bring the foot down. Good job, everyone. Stretch your arms straight. Stretch your legs straight. Reach skyward. Go back a little bit if you wish. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Let's fold forward. Whew. Halfway lift. Step back to a plank. One push-up if you feel it. All the way down. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Come on, let's move. Let's move. Right leg in between the hands. Take a warrior two. Check that your legs are at the right position. Clasp the hands behind. Stretch the arms. Go back. Fold forward. Rise up to warrior two again. Reverse. And back down again to a plank position. Woo! One push-up, down and up. All the way down into Cobra. Downward facing dog. Left leg. Warrior two. Clasp your hands behind you. Go back. Fold forward, shoulder to the knee. Back up again to warrior two. Reverse it. Move back down again to a plank position. One push-up. Stay with it all the way down in Cobra. And downward facing dog. Woo. Deep breaths in and out. Make a little yes with the head, a little no, back to a little yes. Okay. Looking to your hands, step or jump forward. Halfway lift, breathing in. Breathe out, fold forward. Take a chair position. Hands to your heart center this time. Knees follow over the feet, but as you're dialing the feet out, the knees turn out slightly, much more towards the baby toes, okay? Now, bring your hands to your hips. I'm going to show from the front. I want you to stay in chair and raise your right leg out to the side. So basically, it looks like you're going to set the foot onto a chair by your side. Staying here in the chair. Place your hands to the outsides of the thighs. Okay. I want you to raise the right leg higher. You're going to press up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot back down. Retake your chair, hands onto the hips. We'll do the same thing with the left leg. Raise the left leg just out to the side. It stays bent at the same angle that the right knee is bent. Hands to the outsides of the thighs. And you'll press the leg up. 5, resist with the hands. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot back down. Whew. Raise the arms, staying in chair. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out and fold forward. Halfway lift. Step back to a plank position. Stay in a plank. Belly in, hands turning out. If it gets to be too much, you lower the knees to the earth, okay? I'm going to stay in plank, and I want you to lift your right knee towards your right elbow 5 times. Here we go. 5, 4, belly in, lift your head. 3, 2, 1. Stretch the leg behind you. Good job, everyone. Left leg to the elbow. 5, belly in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Knees come down. You can do a push-up if you wish, or meet us at the floor for Cobra. Downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. Okay. From here, bring your right foot to the outside of the right hand. Outside. So it may go off the mat. All right? Lower your left knee. You could double up the mat if you wish. Or you could keep the left knee up in a deep lunge position. From here, everyone, see if you can get your left elbow to the floor. And maybe your right. The right knee will open up out to the side. You can have the back knee off the floor, or you could have the knee down. Sink the hips down and forward. Staying here, take deep breaths. The right foot is dialing out, so you've got the right position with the knee. Come back up onto your hands now. And set your right hand onto the right thigh. Get a little twist in the upper body. Raise your right arm to the sky. Holding it here. Lift and open the chest. So you can get more length into the belly in this position. And then perhaps kick up your back foot and grab the back foot. Your knee should be on the floor if you're going to kick it up. Keep turning and opening. 3, 2, 1. Release the arm, bring it back down to the floor. We'll take down dog with the right leg up. So raise it up to the sky for a nice big split. Bend the knee and open the hip. Maybe you want to stay here, or maybe you want to flip over completely, raising the right arm up, over the head, back up to the sky, and everyone flip back to a plank position. Whoo, bring your knees down. You could do a push-up if you wish, or move all the way down into Cobra and downward facing dog. If you wish here, take child's pose to relax and just to let go. Just decide what you want to do here, if you want to stay in down dog or if you want to move into child's pose. Deep breaths, whichever you choose. Good, good. I'm just going to check somebody is not muted, so I'm going to get everybody to mute. All right. Come back up into downward facing dog. All right, get ready, everyone. Raise your left leg and bring the left foot to the outside of the right hand. You can lower your back knee if you wish, or you could keep it up. Now it's important that the left foot is dialing out, so you got the knee in the right position, you got the hip in the right position. Lower down your right elbow, and maybe the left as well. Decide how you're going to be holding the position, either with the both elbows down or just one, or you don't have to have either elbows down. Deep breathing here. 3, 2, 1. Left hand comes to the left thigh. Open up to your left. You could be on the elbow or you could be up on the hand. Decide for you. Open the left arm now to the sky and get that twist. Holding here. 3, 2, 1. Kick up your back foot if you wish. Grab a hold of the foot. If you got the knee down, you can grab a hold of the foot. Keep twisting open. 3, 2, 1. Release. You can circle the arm back and down. Tuck the back toes under. Get ready for down dog. Raising the left leg up this time. Up it goes. Bend the knee and open the hip. Stay here or flipping out, flipping the dog. Raise the left arm to the sky. Up over the head perhaps. Back up to the sky. And everyone flips back to a plank position. Do a push-up if you wish. All the way down and moving into Cobra. Downward facing dog. Good job, everyone. Yes. Pedal the feet. Maybe you want to take child's pose. Maybe you want to stay in down dog. It's up to you. Choose what is going to be best for you right now. Nicely done, everyone. Good. Good hard work. Excellent. Everyone rises back up to down dog. Look to your hands. Stepping or jumping forward. Come to a halfway lift. Fold forward. Hands to your hips, elbows up. Work through the chair to come all the way to a standing position. Release your arms by your sides. Lift and open the chest. Good job. Hands come to the hips. Bend your right knee and bring the right ankle over the left thigh. So you get into a 4 position with the legs. Begin sitting backwards so that your hips go back and your hand comes to the foot and to the knee. Okay? Flex the foot, holding the position. Set your gaze forward. Good. Excellent. See if you can get your chest closer to your legs. 3, 2, 1. Rise up and release. Hands to the hips. Well done. Other side. Cross the ankle over the thigh and begin bending down into a chair position. Hands go to the knee and foot, sinking the hips back. See if you can bring the chest closer to the legs and hold. Excellent, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Rise back up and release. Now this has got us prepared for the tree position. So bend your right knee out to the side. You're either at the ankle, heel higher than the kneecap, or the inner thigh. Raise the arms up in a V position to be able to relax the shoulders, lift the chin, lift the chest. Take deep, slow breaths, focusing your attention on one point. Stay calm and almost relaxed. Hands come to your hips, lower the leg. Good job. Change sides. Ankle, heel higher than the kneecap or the inner thigh. Raise the arms, stretching long. Lift your eyes. Feel yourself becoming calm. Relax the jaw. Hands come down to your hips. Good job, everyone. Bring the foot back down. Come to the front edge of your mat. Hands at the heart center. Once again, close your eyes and come into the sensation in your hands. The right and left hand touching each other. The heat of the hands. The softness. This exercise of getting into sensations connects you with the right side of your brain, and it helps to lower cortisol in the body. Cortisol is the stressor hormone, which we need to get us moving, but we don't need it in such a constant basis throughout our day. So lowering it a little bit can help us to calm down at night and to sleep well at night. Opening the eyes, take a deep breath in and stretch skyward. Breathing out, let's fold. Bending at the knees, bring the hands down to the earth. Come to the halfway lift and step back to your plank position. Pull the belly in, lift the chin. Feel like your hands are moving towards your feet, and we're going to hold the plank position. So you've got that engagement, pulling the hands back. You should feel that right into the center of the belly. Head is lifted. Stay here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knees down. Lower your chest down between your hands. Good job, everyone. Hands under the forehead. Move the hips from side to side to relax and let go. Open your feet about as wide as the mat. And bend your knees now, heels touching each other, feet flexed. This is called the parachute position. So the knees are wide and the heels touch and the toes point out to the sides. Bring your elbows out into a cactus position. Lift the hands and elbows and shoulders and head, and then raise the knees up. The thighs won't come all the way off the floor, but you will feel a strong contraction through the back, as well as the glutes. Hold it 3, 2, 1. Come on back down, hands under the forehead, relax the legs and move your hips from side to side. Good. Now we're going to roll towards your device. So if you're watching on the computer or iPad or iPhone, you're going to stretch the lower arm out and just roll towards the device so you see what's happening. The upper arm is going to be out in front of you. I want you to bend the knees slightly and stretch your top leg out, turning the toes down and the heel up, okay? Toes down, heel up. One hand out in front of you. Lift the leg higher. We're going to press it up 10 times. 9, 8. With all that hip work we've done, it's good to reset the hips with the contraction of the moyen fessier, of the middle glute. We'll do another 4 lifts. 4, 3, 2. Hold up as high as possible. Toes point down, heel up. And bring the leg back down. Good. Let's roll back onto our tummies. Stretch the arms behind, thumbs down, pinky fingers up. Another back contraction, another back extension. Lift the head, chest, shoulders, arms come up, and lift both legs. Hold it here. Point your toes very strongly. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on back down, hands under the forehead. Move your hips from side to side. Now we'll roll to the opposite side. So you'll stretch the lower arm and you're going to roll away from your device. So roll away. Upper arm in front of you, fingertips down. Bend both knees just slightly. And then raise your top leg. Toes point down, heel up. Okay, this is some excellent work for the back as well as gluteus medius. Here we go. We lift 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Toes still pointing down, heel up. 3, 2. Hold the leg up. Hold it up as high as possible. And then we release. And we'll roll back onto our bellies. Back to the belly, everybody. Move the hips from side to side. Then reach your arms behind you, clasping the hands. Stretch the arms as straight as possible. Lift the head, chest, shoulders, arms, and the legs. Snake pose. Now, for those of you who've been regularly practicing, you want to go into bow, go for it. Bend the knees, go straight into bow. If not, you stay in snake. Open up the throat, lengthen the neck. Staying 3, 2, 1. Everyone come down, hands under the shoulders, push up onto the knees. Right hand off the mat, left hand on top, press your hips back. Your head can rest on your left arm. Lift back up, change, left hand off the mat, right hand on top. Hips go back. Head can rest on the right arm. Lifting back up. Come to the front edge of your mat. Swing your feet around, or you can cross your ankles and roll over. And we're going to get into first the hamstring bridge. So grab behind the thighs, onto your mat, walk your feet away from you, heels into the floor, knees slightly bent. So they're bent, but not a lot, not like a regular bridge. Heels down, toes up, arms down, squeeze your shoulder blades. Raise the hips up off the floor. And we'll hold it here. Use the backs of the thighs. You should really feel a big contraction down the backs of the thighs. The head and neck are relaxed on the floor. One more deep breath in. And bring the hips down. Now half bridge. Feet come into the hips. Elbows into the floor, fingers spread wide. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Raise the hips up for half bridge pose. For those of you who would like to take full bridge, you could set your hands to either side of the head, rise to the crown of the head, and all the way up to full bridge. Everyone stays for another 5 breaths. Take deep breaths and get the breath all the way down to the diaphragm at the lower ribs. This is super important. One more deep breath in. Full bridgers, come down, meet us in half bridge. Half bridgers, raise the arms over the head, reach behind you, and we'll lower the back 1 vertebra at a time. Very, very slowly, bring the back down to the earth. Once the back is all the way down onto the earth, keep your arms behind you, separate your feet as wide as the mat, and let your knees fall to the right. You can turn your head to the left here to relax the neck. Raise your left knee first, right knee follows, and let's let the knees fall to the left. Keep your arms behind you. You can turn your head to the right if you wish. Raise your right knee, left knee follows. Lift the knees up to the chest. Keep the knees wide and rock from side to side to relax and let go. Then taking a happy baby pose, grab the outer edges of the feet, knees as wide as the shoulders. Again, you can rock if you wish. Now stretch your legs as straight as possible, feet flexed. Grab behind the thighs, behind the calves, or maybe you can grab your big toes and pull both legs towards you as far as possible. It's a deep forward bend on your back. Head and neck and shoulders relaxed. Just see how far you can get with the legs. See if you can keep the low back connected with the floor. Keeping this, open your legs as wide as possible, either keeping your big toes, or you could grab the ankles or the outer thighs. And again, deep, slow breathing. Rebend your knees. Squeeze them once to the chest. Lift the head, nose between the knees. Lower the head down gently. Bringing your feet down, have them as wide as the mat, and follow the right-hand side of the mat with your right foot until you reach the right-hand corner. And then the left foot follows the side of the mat all the way down until you've got the left-hand corner. Right palm turns to the sky. Roll up onto the back of the right shoulder. Left palm to the sky. Roll up onto the back of the left shoulder. And now relax your shoulders, relaxing the arms, letting go of the legs, hips. And you should be keeping a really nice curve in the low back. The neck relaxes. The throat relaxes. The jaw relaxes. You just allow your breath to move in and out of the body. With ease. And it's natural. Imagine just now you're watching a snowy landscape. There are trees and bushes covered in snow. And there are large, fluffy snowflakes falling from the sky, landing silently on the carpet of snow. Everything is peaceful and calm. There are even footprints through the snow of animals wandering freely. You can feel a gentle, cool breeze against your skin. And perhaps snowflakes land on your skin and melt into small water droplets. Bathe yourself in the calm. Bring your awareness back to your position on your mat, back to the room that you're practicing in. And begin moving your fingers and your toes. Raising your arms up over your head. Give yourself a nice deep stretch from fingers to toes. And then raise your knees up against your chest. Squeeze them against your chest and rock a bit from side to side. Stretching your right arm to your right ear. Roll all the way to your right hand side. Setting your hands down, lift yourself up from the side, come to a seated position. That's right. Good. All right, let's rub our hands together, everyone. Raise the heat and energy in the hands. Bring the hands over your face and gently tap around the eyes. Shake your hands out in front of you. And this time we'll rub our hands together. And as you all know, we need to have at least 12 hugs a day. We're not getting our hugs, so let's give them to ourselves. Bring your arms across your body. Grab a hold of your shoulder blades. Give yourself a big squeeze. So you give your chest and your upper back a big squeeze. And release. You can shake your hands out again. Good job. Hands to your heart center. Everyone have a lovely day. Thank you very much. Namaste. Well done, everyone.